you all for sponsoring that awesome survey study that was done for our city, because there's that perception that Cincinnati didn't want social services, or that we needed to somehow consolidate social services, or that we needed to eliminate social services, because there's an over-concentration of social services and over the Rhine where they're needed. Do we have an over-concentration of lawyers downtown? I'm not really sure. But I heard Andre Arias, he made a mistake. He said poverty is a crime. Actually, he was right. Poverty is the crime. And poverty is, of course, the root cause of most of our crimes, most of our economic crimes. Crimes of prostitution, drug dealing, theft, burglary. These are all crimes of poverty. Often murder is a crime of poverty. I was at the Peace Bowl several weeks ago, August the 16th, bringing kids together, 6 to 12-year-olds, to bring them from Evanston and Bond Hill and Kennedy Heights and all over the city, bringing peace and unity for, like I say, one Cincinnati. And what I witnessed, I was standing on the sidewalk, looking across the street. I hadn't entered in yet, and I heard something that sounded like fireworks. But unfortunately, it was a young man having his life taken from him. And when I went over, the young man was bleeding out of the back of his head, and he was gone. And he was 19 years old. And he had a 3-month-old baby. And the person who killed him had a 2-month-old baby. The person who killed him is at the Justice Center now. And his name is Dante Allen. I ended up I knew his aunt. And it really traumatized me for several days. I couldn't get out of bed. I was thinking about it. I was writing about it. And I said to myself, I bet. And I didn't know, but I said, I bet, I would wager that that individual who was killed did not have a high school diploma. And he was 19, so he should have been. And I said, I bet then that the killer didn't have a high school diploma either. And he was 19. And this was over drugs, so this again was an economic crime, a crime of poverty. Or again, like Andre said, poverty is the crime. Not to pick on you, it's a Freudian slip. But I've got to be talking with both of their families, the family of the victim and the family of the person who killed the young man. I've got to be talking with the man who was in jail, his fiancée. He is a fiancé, he's a human being. Yeah, he killed someone, but he's still a human being. And human beings can change. And I'm a testament that human beings can change. I was a pretty wayward youth myself. I didn't think I would live till I was 18. People can change. We can change people's lives, and it's not necessarily through more professionals, but through our community. And I'll tell you what changed my life was an individual who was not a professional, who was not a family member, who reached out to me and loved me and cared about my life and was willing to argue with me because I was very smart and I knew everything, but my life was going down the tubes, and was willing to really help me. And for years and years, he helped me. So I think that's what we need more as a community to change people's lives. His son, the person who was killed, now the girl is in 11th grade, she's 18 years old, she's in life skills. Now she has a 2-month-old baby. What's the baby's life going to be like? The father's in prison. What's her life going to be like? She has a baby. She's in 11th grade. I think we can partner these kind of single parents with stable families and partner them together, as Beach Acres is doing, and create a better